Well, good afternoon, Kat. It seems like a long time since we spoke. Fingers crossed that we are live. We've had some technical issues in the past, Kat. But before we start and talk about all things awards, tell us about what you've been up to over the summer months, Kat.
I know it's been a minute. Good afternoon, everybody. Um, well, today is my 3-year anniversary of working at the APA. Woo! We survived. We've made it through.
Is it
Which,
really? Is it 3 years today, Kat? Is it your
yeah,
anniversary today?
three
Wow.
years today.
There you go. Well, look, obviously the flowers, the chocolates, all that's on its way. The chauffeur will be very good. But wow, what a massive achievement, Kat. 3 years putting up with the Accounts Payable Association, 3 years putting up with me. Wow.
I know I did a fantastic masterclass yesterday with Medius about AI, and found myself getting nervous doing it. And then I had a little moment of like, God, I've been doing this for 3 years now. Like, how am I still this nervous before we go live? But no,
Kat, you
everything
don't
was
need to be
fine.
nervous. You don't need to be nervous. You're a seasoned professional. 3 years in, I mean, 3 years in accounts payable, as everybody is watching, 3 years is 30 years, really. It's like dog years. That's a year in accounts payable is the same as dog years. It's 7 years, but we actually have 10. So it's 30 years you've been in the Accounts Payable Association. So you're a seasoned professional. So you had a little birthday as well, I think, Kat, a special birthday.
I did, which is ironic considering what you've just said, because I turned 21 last week, plus
Oh dear.
VAT.
Okay. No, look, we went. We were fortunate to celebrate their birthday with you this week as well, Kat.
Did.
Amazing achievement, and it's lovely to see over LinkedIn and the socials
Mm.
how the community came behind you and celebrated with you. But I
Yes.
think we were just chatting before we came online, and it's a bank holiday in the UK for anybody watching outside of the UK on Monday. And I think Kat needs a bit of time this weekend to recover. Is that correct, Kat?
Yes, I need a weekend to recover from the weekend before. We finally stopped celebrating, so now I need to calm down.
There you go. Well, look, we all have those special birthdays. Every birthday's a special one, but it
Yeah.
was a monumental birthday, and all the love and best wishes from the community and us.
Mhm.
Now, Kat, today we're going to talk about awards. It's less than a couple of months now. We are really in countdown mode to conference and gala dinner. This is the exciting time. It's everybody's coming back from summer holidays. People coming, some people are just going on summer holidays, but we're finishing ours now in the United Kingdom, and we're on countdown mode. So we've got a special announcement. I think, Kat, that you've got that
Yep.
tucked up your sleeve somewhere today. But before we start, give us a flavour of what to expect at conference this year, because again, I've had the privilege of looking at some of the keynotes, the agendas. It's just ram-packed again, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, just when we thought we couldn't squeeze any more in last year, we've squeezed more in this year. But it's going to be a really fantastic day. We've got some fantastic, as you said, keynotes with Emma Jones and Mark Denton. Mark Denton recently just supported Penny Mallory, one of our other previous keynote speakers. So if you haven't seen that on LinkedIn, go and check that out. It's brilliant. And yeah, we've just got loads. We've got loads to get through on the day because there's a lot happening in our industry all of a sudden, which I'm sure everyone watching this is well aware of. We've got Emma Jones to kind of give us an update on the payment bill, and kind of it's a live Q&A for our audience to be able to kind of put their questions direct to her from our side of the impact of the bill. We're going to have a conversation around AI. And of course, we're going to be talking all about recruitment retention and the issues around the industry are having around there. We're going to be going through myself and Jamie are going to be going through our benchmarking survey live and kind of looking at the analysis. And even within the couple of months of us launching that to now, it'll be really interesting to see if people would still vote, if that's what you want to say, the way they would have a couple of months ago. So I think that'll be a really interesting conversation you and I are going to have. And we're going to be talking about all things e-invoicing, governance, fraud, all the things you would expect. But also we're going to kind of put the change management piece into every session, because obviously there is a lot of change management our managers and leaders in AP have to kind of balance with all of this governance.
But, and we've only got one day to do this, Kat, I guess. So yeah, so as Kat says, the conference is the 13th of
Oh,
October, Tuesday, the 13th of October. It sounds like it's an absolute chocker block day. But today we're talking more about the awards, the gala dinner, the awards, the Peaky Blinders theme. I think it is this year, Kat. So for the first time, I can wear my flat cap with with pride and um, tell everybody all about what Birmingham's all about, which is the Peaky Blinders. But tell us a little bit, Kat, before we start talking about deadline announcements. Um, Maybe some stuff about some of the categories, if you will, previous winners, what the categories look like, what's the makeup of the evening, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so we've actually got some brand new awards this year. So it's been nice to see, I think, some new contenders coming through. But we also have all of our old favourites still. So we have our ever popular Rising Star Award. And just in case anyone wants to know, I'm previous winner of that one. I've got my old award. I'm going to do what the influencers do. Always a popular award and always a fun one. And hey, you could end up like me. Not that anybody probably wants that. This could be you. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
um,
I found the play button, Cat, so I can start
oh,
playing with some. No, there's a slight lag on the delay, but on the line, but I can. I've got some play things here, so depending on what you say, I might press some buttons. But carry on. Sorry to put you off your stride there, Cat.
okay. It's fine. A brand new award we have this year is our APA Innovation Award. So the Innovation Award honours organisations that aren't just adapting to the future of AP and P2P, they're helping to shape it. So that's a really good award, a brand new one we're bringing in. Another new one, we have Excellence in Business Partnering Award. So again, that celebrates those who turn collaboration into results, strengthening relationships and helping to move the business forward. So again, it'll be really interesting to see who the first ever, the inaugural, is that the word? The inaugural winners of those awards are. And of course, we've got our old favourites like AP Manager, and we've had some fantastic managers win that in the past. I think we've had Jasmine Dessy from National Gas. We've had Gemma Durham from, she was Tarmac at the time. So some really fantastic contenders, as always, in those awards. We have the AP Strategic Leadership Award, which kind of just replaces our Leadership Award. We've just kind of refreshed the category. And again, that celebrates leaders whose vision, guidance, and decision making make a lasting mark on the organisation and the wider AP P2P profession. And let's face it, we've got our Manager and Team of the Year award, which is always the hotly contested awards at the end of the night. But, you know, we also have Shared Services Team of the Year, we have Public Sector Team of the Year. So, I mean, we've just got a plethora of awards this year. I think we added more. We've got International Excellence. So, again, if you're dealing with international operations, that's a great one to put yourself forward for. So, I feel like we've got an award category for everyone. No one's got an excuse not to put in.
This is it, Kat, and I think as always, we've refreshed the categories this year, Kat. This is what our fifth year of doing a gala dinner, and it's grown every year. It grows, and it's grown to a size now, and if you like, an awareness, a global awareness, and that's why we've started to introduce the international categories, because we are fortunate to have international members. We have people that follow us internationally on our forums, our LinkedIn pages. So the international part is part of our growth. We really want to start looking and recognizing the international people in our community, the teams, the organizations. So let's talk a little bit, Kat. So I think, my knowledge is it's a bit wavy. I've been out of the business for a little while, so I've only just recently come back. But I think that the deadline for nominations is Monday, the 31st of August.
It
Is that
is.
correct?
It is correct. Monday the 31st.
Monday 31st. Now, as I mentioned at the start of this show, Monday 31st in the UK is a bank holiday. So, Kat, what is this special announcement? Now, before you do this, let me just play one more sound. I love these sounds. Hang on, Kat. Ready? Oh, that was supposed to be a drum roll. So yeah, I've completely failed it, Kat. So tell us what this huge announcement is today, please.
That was like those toys where the little monkeys play in the little drum. So yes, there is a big announcement. So your deadline for submitting your awards is now Monday the 7th of September. We're not got a time machine. We haven't gone back. And the reason for this is just Jamie and I and Costas. We've had so many messages, emails saying people are on holiday right now. Can we just extend it by a day or two? So we're not just going to give you a day or two. We're going to give you a whole week to get those nominations in. So no one has to stress on their sun loungers anymore. You've got an extra week, and the judges will be primed and waiting, ready to go to get those sorted.
And Kat, let's quickly talk about the judging process and the reason
Mhm.
why we have to have the nominations in a little earlier than conference. And the reason for it is we do have a phenomenal amount of people that nominate. We really do. Every year we get more and more people nominate. We refresh categories, we've added categories. So when you've got a judging panel, 6, 8 people, we need to give them enough time to collate all of that information. Every single award has to be read through, it has to be assessed, and then as a group we have to agree. And so that process takes a little time. So every day or week that we push that deadline out, we are stressing the judges, I guess, a little bit more. But the judges this year have all happily agreed to be judges once again, and we've got some fresh judges, new judges this year as again. But that's the reason why. And we stress this, the cat will stress this, although that deadline has been moved because we are aware of summer holidays, bank holidays globally. Yeah, there are different days that people celebrate as well, but it has to be a firm 7th of September.
Mm.
On occasion, Kat and I will get a WhatsApp or a message. Have I missed it? Can I squeeze a note in, and sort of an awards nomination in? And you know what? It would be great if we could just keep bending those rules. The problem is we have so many, and so many people, by the way, put so much time into these
Yeah.
nominations that it's not fair on everybody else. So the 7th of September, as Kat said, is the absolute categoric deadline so that we can make sure that you and everybody in our community gets treated as we want you to. Total respect, that we read every single nomination, and
Mhm.
as we always do, we try and recognise everybody. Everybody who's put a nomination in at some point. Cat Eye and the association will announce that. We'll make sure that you get some kudos. So don't think that you have to have solved world peace, that you have to have reinvented a process, created an automation process, managed teams of hundreds of people. You don't. If you really look at the core of what we're about, the Accounts Payable Association and the industry that we support, sometimes the smaller successes are the bigger wins. So make sure when you're putting your nominations in, if you're a little nervous. Costas was talking to us the other day, and he said he spoke to a couple of people, and they said they were quite nervous about putting nominations forward because they didn't feel that they were valid, or didn't feel that they should be a valid nomination.
Mm.
Actually, only you will know this. Put your nomination forward. Let us as judges and as the association review this. Don't think that you really do have to have had these big projects, or you have to be a manager of huge teams. Absolutely, they're really valid, but make sure you put yourself forward. Because I think you,
Yeah.
Kat, your previous winner, so not only are you 3-year anniversary, you're a previous winner. Taking part is absolutely huge. The recognition to take part and be awarded a finalist place is huge. But if you then win, or a runner up, I promise you it means the world, not only to you individually, to your teams, to your organization. You're part of our community, you're part of our industry and our profession. So please make sure you get those nominations in. So, Kat, tell us a little bit about what's coming up between now and conference, or is it all conference focused? What's going on, Kat, in your world? You said
Um,
you had a math class. Got anything else going on?
yeah, we've got a lot of conference, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm really, really lucky. I'm going out to visit some of our members in September to deliver some of our qualifications live and in person. So can't wait for that. I believe I'm going to see Mr. Joe Selwood at Amy in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to see a new customer of ours, Marks and Spencers. So really looking forward to that. So again, if anyone wants a training course, let Costas know. I'll hop on the train. I do love riding those rails. And I've got another learning lunches, which seem to be going really, really well. So I believe that one's on AI and fraud. So I just need to write it as per usual. That'll be me the day before writing the webinar. And yeah, we've just got loads of little things that we're starting to work on, but I'm not going to do what I usually do and start talking about it before I've actually started working on them. But no, we met as a team this week, and we have some really exciting plans. So I did circulate the 2027 events calendar around to the team for feedback, so maybe we'll be able to get that out soon so people can start booking up for next year, Jamie. Like because we do get people who book their hotels for like the conference a year in advance because they're keen. We like that. We like that. So yeah, really exciting times coming up. But again, I'm gonna for once edit myself and not do what I usually do and tell everybody what it is. And then everyone goes, so when's that happening?
You and I do get in trouble on these lines. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
Kat, because we give away far too much. But yeah, so I think you're right. This August has been an exceptionally busy month for the association in planning. September looks like it's a training month. It's a meet the members. So in true Andy Burnham style, whether you like politics in the UK or not, Andy Burnham's our Prime Minister, by the way, if you're watching outside of the UK, in case you don't know who he is. I'm going on the roadshow as well, Kat. So I'm going out to meet our members. It's been a while. I've been off for a while. So I'm going out onto the road also. I've got a couple of training days myself. They're bringing me out of retirement to do some training apparently. But I'm going out to meet our members. So one of the things that Andy Burnham's tried to do in the UK is try and listen to his people. So yeah, so we've got cheaper bus fares now apparently, which is great. I'm not going to be promising cheaper bus fares. I want to understand how things are going in the world of accounts payable, how industry is, where your biggest challenges are, and what the association are doing to support you. Really important to me. So not only is Kat on the road, I'm on the road also. So very, very busy, but behind the scenes, I promise you, it's conference, conference, conference. I suppose the last thing, Kat, because you did share some stuff with me the other day, nighttime attire, the dress. You've sorted it now, have you, already with your dress
Yep.
and your outfit?
In theory, it's all in theory at the minute. In theory, I've sorted it. I have a dress, and I'm not going to lie. I put it into AI and said, "How do I make that Peaky Blinders?" And it's come up with the goods. So now I just need to go and find the accessories for it. But yes, I've had Costa sending me multiple WhatsApps about outfits of his and color schemes. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how people incorporate this theme this year because I think it's going to be the photographer's going to be busy. I think this year.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kat. And I think we every year we have a theme of some sort for conference gala dinner. This year, excuse me, is Peaky Blinders. Now, obviously, Peaky Blinders. I'm going to talk to all those men out there now. So I know all the wonderful females out there have got their dresses ready. They've got their outfits. I'm talking to the fellas out there. Um, it's black tie, but it's a loose black tie. So if you don't want to wear a black tie, that's not a problem. But it's Peaky Blinders. So we've got the people like John Talon, no doubt, who's in the watch area now. We will go full Peaky Blinders. No weapons, John. But yeah, so as long as you feel relaxed, that's the whole area that we do. So although it's a formal gala dinner, we're the largest conference now and gala dinner and awards ceremony in Europe. But we really want you to feel relaxed. So fellas, females, you always do an amazing job. We sit in awe and stand in awe of what you put yourself through more so. But fellas, if you don't want to wear black tie, you can wear suits, and if it's Peaky Blinders, put your black cap on. Your black cap on. But we have gone all out this year, Kat, with our staging. We've got lots of exciting things on the evening, so I'm sure you will absolutely enjoy it. And also, we're bringing back Ed James, a local radio WM DJ, to be our MC for the evening, so he can give us a bit of history around what the Peaky Blinders are. So you'll learn as well. So not only are you going to be exciting, you'll hopefully put yourself for awards and have an amazing evening. You'll learn some history as well. So, Kat, look, we better let people get back to work. It's been a lunchtime live session. Any final chats for today? By the way, let me provoke out. It's you and I chatting. We've become unseasonal professionals. So
I
down
know
the
it's
bottom,
been a while.
it's been a while, hasn't it? So down the bottom, here it is, down the bottom somewhere. There's the link. Pop yourself on the apassociation.com website /conference. If you look at the top, you'll see an events page. Pop yourself on there. It gives you full details of everything around the conference. Click on the awards and make sure you nominate. Do that before the 7th. Please don't be emailing Kat, myself on the night of the 7th going, am I too late? Yes, you're too late.
Yeah.
Any final words, Kat, before we log off for today?
Yeah, just to reiterate a point that Jimmy said before, you've got to be in it to win it. And maybe while you're popping in some awards, whether it's for yourself, for your team, for your organization, spare a thought for our solution partners who also provide provide services to you guys and help. We've got a couple of awards for them this year, not just the one. There's a couple. So just, show them some love in the partnership categories as well.
Exactly that, Kat. And you don't know, they might give you a discount if you buy.
Exactly.
But yeah, so you're absolutely right. Let's make sure everybody gets celebrated. So the solution partners are a big part of our community. We support them, they support us. And very importantly, teams, organizations, and the accounts payable as a whole. We can't wait to welcome you on the 13th. Kat, for today, we will log out. We'll wish everybody a farewell and a happy weekend and bank holiday if you're in the UK. But we're going to do a few more lives, aren't we, Kat? As we do the countdown now, we'll jump on a few times live, whether it's on LinkedIn or as our actual membership portal, either or. If you're a member of ours, we'll do some lives on there as well. If you're not and you think about becoming a member, we'll do these lives as well to keep you informed. And when we get closer and we get to the point where we've announced some of the finalists and the shortlist, we'll do some lives as well because they're very exciting as well. Kat, have an amazing weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Celebrate. You can't celebrate for an extra weekend, but you might be able to have a relaxing one. I don't know. Weather's a bit rubbish today, isn't it? It's not the best. It's not been UK. We've had some amazing weather, but just recently it's been a bit poor. Have a lovely weekend, Kat. Thank you all for listening and coming in live. And if you're watching this back, please make sure that link that I said before, even if you're internationally, get your nominations in before the 7th of September. Thanks, Kat.
Bye. Thanks, Jamie.